Alright, hello. So I'm going to make a really quick video today to go over some special flight mode options for switches. So normally we have a single switch that we can assign to be the flight mode switch. As you can see right now, as I switch it to manual, RTL, that's the 3 positions right now. But if I go into my parameters, right now I have one of these switches, which is this one here. I think it's 7, so I'll go RC7. Wait for the options. I have it set to 51, which corresponds with, let's see if we can find it, mode manual. So there's a bunch of modes that you can set specific switches to. So that's the switch right now. And if I come back here, so if I switch this down, it's in the low position. It says 3 position switch. So you'll see if I put it to the middle position, it doesn't actually do anything. I think it needs to be all the way. So as I go down, you see we switch to manual. And as I switch it back up, we go back into whatever the flight mode switch was set to. And even if I flip it into manual and then I change the flight mode switch, that will actually overwrite this one. So now if I go back, see, nothing happens because we already overrode it to RTL, which this is dictating. So that's the mode specific switch. Useful if you have like an emergency panic mode that you want to get into. And the second thing, last thing I want to show you. So I made this really janky momentary switch right now, so that when I press it, it'll spring back. So it acts like a button effectively. But I have this set to, I forgot exactly what it's called, but basically here, I'll look it up here. RC8, I have that set at RC8. 96, which you can see here is trigger rereading of mode switch. So what that does is if I, for example, this can be useful if you do some GCS stuff. So right now this is in flyby-wire A, this is in flyby-wire A, but I change this to RTL. So I'm gonna click RTL. So now we're in RTL mode. But this is in flyby-wire A, right? If I wanted to go back here without like having to flip it and then somewhere and then going back, I can actually just hit the trigger reread. So once I hit that, you can see. So I just pressed it. It goes back to flyby-wire A. So I'll do it one more time because I don't think I showed the thing here. So I force this into RTL. This is in flyby-wire A. And as I hit this, you can see we go to flyby-wire A mode. So just, you know, it's good to have it on a button of some kind. I wonder if I just keep it held down, what will happen actually. Let me take off this rubber band. Okay, so a little quirk I noticed is it seems like instead of waiting to read a high position or low position for the trigger rereading switch, a changing position can actually cause it to happen. So right now I'll force it, this is in flyby-wire A, I'll force it to RTL. So now it's in RTL. If I flip it, it's in the high position right now, but if I go to the middle, it switches over to flyby-wire A. If I force it again, RTL, and then I flip this up, you'll see it changes. So, you know, it probably makes sense to still have it on a button, but it's looking for a changing value. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. That's all for today. So hope you find that useful. These like mode little specific switches. I think they have a lot of modes, but not everything, I think. So they'll have things like even Q stabilize for vtol planes. A lot of the fixed wing modes they'll have, you can see here. Acro, manual, oh, it's blocking my thing. And then some more down here. I think flyby-wire A is also a mode somewhere. But yeah, so just thought I'd make this quick thing in case you might find it useful. Bye-bye.